So I'm gonna make you a crazy offer. Tell me what you think.
Good.
I'll give you $200.
For what?
Both of them. All right, y'all, we're in the cabin. I almost never start a garage sale video in the cabin, but I've got to give you a little bit of context for what you're about ready to watch. By the time we start this video here, I've been out at garage sales for about 3 hours at this point. I decided to head out really early on a Friday morning for the Highway 29 yard sale. I contemplated not going at all because me and my wife had to be somewhere later that day, meet up with some friends for a get-together. So I'm about 3 hours or so into this thing, and I call my wife. I'm like, hey, y'all ready to go? You want me to meet you where we're supposed to meet you? And she says, no, we're running a little bit late. So when I hear that, I'm like, sweet, I get to go to a couple more yard sales, and I'm glad I did. I can't wait to show you what I found today. I could have missed out on what could be maybe $2,000 worth of stuff. We'll have to find out. On top of that, there was another person right in front of me looking at an item, and they put it down, thank goodness. And I was able to grab 2 of these things, and I can't wait to show you. Hang around to the end of the show, and I'll dig through the stuff we actually found and tell you what I think we're going to get for it.
Okay, what is, let's see, they were 6. You got 1 for
Y2K.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I've never seen a hoop.
How you doing?
Are you a collector?
Is this an old shirt for real? Like for real?
It's real. We lived in,
wow, look at that.
Maryland.
Holy moly.
1979.
Best year ever. Single stitch. $5, huh?
Yep.
You know what? I never pay full price, but I'm gonna pay full price for these because these are cool.
They are. They are. I tried to convince my granddaughters that they were really cool, but no.
No, you didn't like it?
No.
All right, I'm gonna buy those. I'm gonna see what else you got
good.
here. I like that tag, so I'm gonna take a look at it.
Yeah, they're different prices and different sizes.
Okay, what's this shirt here? Just a plain,
that one's plain. This
okay.
one's plain.
All
These
right.
are long sleeve.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put that there. These are cool too.
That's from
Y2K.
Millennium. If you take those, I'll give you a deal on those too.
Well, I might. Let me buy these now, and I might come back here in a minute. What did I do with my wallet? Here we go. $10 on those.
Sure enough. Thank you.
There's a 20.
I think I have.
Huh. Small, and is that a small too? Yep. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so
Appreciate
glad
it.
you like them because I think they're cool.
That's nice. I appreciate it. Wow. Single stitch, 1979. These things are awesome. I don't know what they're worth, but they're got to be worth that plus a whole lot more. We'll see. How you doing? Good. That's a sweet shirt.
Yeah.
Where'd you get these?
Right there.
Okay, nice. You got them right before me.
I know.
Check this out.
That's nice.
Single stitch, 1979.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from Asheboro, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my buddy Derek.
Hi,
How's it going, man? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Oh, you get a sticker. You want one?
Yeah.
All right, you want one?
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead. The very back one. I got money in the other pocket, so don't get in there.
You better.
Well, I'll tell you what. I saw you back here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this guy's a picker. I
Yeah.
could just see.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, this is it. How y'all been
Does
doing?
he look like a picker?
Not as much.
That's good, right? That's
but
why he's my
this right
teammate.
here.
Yeah, right. That's why he's my
That's
partner.
the real
yeah.
deal right
Yeah,
there.
right.
Real man. See, I gotta sell a fanny pack. I gotta get one with my logo on.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll do it. How have you all been doing?
We did good. It's been,
You've been coming
really
north,
dry.
I assume.
Yeah. It was really dry.
The big
recently.
big stretch
Big
for
stretch
a
has been
while.
dry.
Did you find anything at the church?
No.
That's bad.
It was
yeah.
good. It's been good years ago, but not.
Yep, I agree. I've been there before, and I haven't been able to leave on a Friday.
Yeah.
And then this year it's like,
Yeah. We found
No
a Blues Clues like Meet Joe VHS
Really?
sealed.
Really?
For $1
So-
at like the first sale.
I saw a Blue's Clues VHS just a minute ago, but it was in pretty rough shape, and I
Yeah,
just left it
not
there.
sealed though. Like they're sealed. So this one goes for $10 not sealed.
Okay.
200 sealed.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Golly,
Yeah.
man, dude, that's
Right?
killer.
I
Is that
know.
your best find so far?
Yeah.
How much you get these for?
20 bucks.
Dang,
They're
dude,
going
they
for
look like they're
They're the new ones.
just nice.
Yeah. 10 and a half.
Nice. Did you get one too? Did you get a sticker?
Yeah, he got one.
Yeah, I got
This
one
guy
too.
don't look like he needs a sticker from me. I gotta get the camera up. So
I need
I'm
a
like
sticker, and
shooting
so do
it.
you.
So I was just happy. Somebody else looked like a picker around here. I
Yeah, the
don't know
kid
where
with
he went.
the soccer shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
soccer
and he
sweatshirt.
was looking at these shirts, and I saw him. I'm like, dude, do not buy those.
Yeah, right.
He
Yeah, right.
finally went past him. I'm like,
Yep,
sweet, I got
Dude,
it.
we got 22, a lot of 22 of these. Not
Really?
not just Metallica. We had Nirvana.
Are they
had-
modern ones or are they old
No,
ones?
these are vintage, yeah.
That's killer,
Yeah.
man. These are
Um,
nice.
And 22 of them for $250.
Where do you guys sell?
We sell on eBay?
On eBay.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
We-
have
we-
Instagram?
The Family Thrift.
The
is
Family
our
Thrift.
Instagram.
You
Yeah.
got one?
No, I just joined him a month ago.
Hey, very nice to meet
Yeah,
both
yeah.
of
Hey,
you.
you too,
Cool.
brother.
Good
Good
luck
luck,
to you.
yeah, you too.
This is probably my last sale. I'm headed to Charlotte for a meeting, but
Oh yeah.
I just had to get out here this time. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, nice to meet y'all.
Hey, you too.
I don't even know why I'm looking back here. You already looked. These are post seal. I'd say. That's sealed. These are old VHS though. That'd be worth a look at. Owling. Man, I wish that one was sealed. That would have been a good one, huh? Well, I'll grab that one. Iron Eagle. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. Lou Gossett. That ain't a good one. Looks like it's in pretty darn good shape. Zoom 200 Infinity. That's going to be a good seller. It's a heavy one. It's a good one. How much they want for it. And then the VHS, and then I've got to get out of here. Storage mom's waiting on me. Ooh, look at these. How much you asking on these?
$10 a piece. They're
10 a
double.
piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know anything about them?
I don't, but I can find out.
Yeah, the Pixar cars, the Disney Pixar.
There's a little 35 millimeter in here.
Right. Yep.
How much?
$5.
How about your VHS?
$1. $5 for both.
Well, I'm tempted. Oh, Betty Boop. Wow, that's some. Got lots of Betty Boop in there. Let me look at this back here for a second.
Sure. These here are $5 a piece. These are
Those
this
are
pile's
5,
10.
and
Yeah.
these are
These
10.
are all doubles or
Okay.
triples. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, these singles are 5.
Are these full piece? Is that what it's
They said they're $5 a piece.
Yep.
One, two, three, 4, 5. Look at that. That one's what the blimp is worth. Never seen that one before. 2, 3, 4. I might offer 100. 200 bucks for all of it. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just 50. Yeah, definitely. It's a big deal. So I'm gonna make you a crazy offer. Tell me what you think. I'll give you $200.
both or which?
Both of them. Both boxes. 200 bucks.
Nah.
You won't do it?
No, I can't. No, I really
Okay.
can't.
All right. Ugh.
You go any higher?
Look at that guy right there, Norfolk Division. Well, I'll go 225. It's as high as I can go. 225. We'll make it 230 and we'll throw in the camera.
Oh, man. What do you think?
230?
230.
All right, deal. Let's do it. Now I gotta find 230 bucks here. I think I got it. Let me get my smaller one. Let's see. How much you asking on that guy right there?
230.
230. She's smart, boy, let me tell you. You got ashtrays, you got it all back there.
Yeah, $3.
$3. Let's make it 5 and we'll make it 235. Okay.
Sounds
1,
good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 200.
Yes.
240.
Yes, sir.
My last stop of the day.
Is it? Yeah.
I probably should have looked at the rest of your stuff before I did that, but
Take a peek.
I will. I will.
There you go.
I put this in my pocket here.
Okay.
Thank you.
sir.
All right, let's load this sucker up.
Load them up.
I don't have to do much. They're already loaded, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I have this bin here, or would you like
no,
it
you
back?
can take.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No problem. You got it.
All right, well, now the real question is, you're gonna give me that since you don't need it, right?
Put it on there.
Look at that. See?
You got it.
That bin's worth 10 bucks to me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna load this in my car and I'm gonna try and come back in a second.
Got it. Thank
All right,
you.
y'all have a
sir.
good day.
You got it.
What are you selling these for?
They're actually free if you want to take them.
Another set of sheets just to have more.
But then I'm after people who buy something, you know.
Yeah.
You bought some, take a few.
Well, I'd rather buy them all from you.
Oh yeah.
How about this? How about I take half of them and I give you 10 bucks?
You got it.
Is that a deal?
That's the deal.
All right, let's do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh. You know. Unreal. This is gonna be really cool. Some of these aren't worth a ton, but some of them are gonna be worth a bunch because they're rare, harder to find. All right. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, y'all, welcome back to the Commonwealth Cabin. I hope you enjoyed that video. I enjoyed making it for sure. And I'm just really, really glad that my wife was late. To be honest, I can pretty much count on her being late. So I had already, hope she doesn't watch it. If she watches this, she's going to want the money. She said, I wouldn't have made it without her. I'll tell you what, we won't make it without her because this is right up her alley. This is the kind of thing she's going to list, and she's going to probably get through this in just a few days, is my guess. She likes taking pictures of similar things and listing them all at once. But in all seriousness, I had already budgeted in a good half an hour past the time she told me I had to meet. And then on top of that, it was another half an hour. I'm like, this is awesome. So I got to go to these sales. Actually hit one more just up the road and did okay at that one too. We'll put that on another video. And did pretty good earlier in the day too. We'll make a video out of that as well. So all told for the day, probably I don't know, my guess is somewhere around a $3,000 day in just 3 hours. So that's really awesome. Now it's going to take a lot of work. It's 3 hours to source the stuff. It's way more than that to maybe clean. There's a couple things that need cleaned, tested, a couple things that need tested here, plus some other things that we bought out there to list and to ship. So don't get me wrong, it's not like we're making $1,000 an hour. Probably not even a tenth of that is my get. Well, maybe close to it. So we'll see. But without further ado here, I'm going to put this, I'm holding a chest mount here. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to walk you around, talk about a few items for a few minutes. All right, I'm actually going to start with this shirt right here. This is an awesome shirt in a lot of respects. There's a couple of downsides to it, but it's, first of all, it's a single stitch here. You'll see one line of stitching. If you're a reseller, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then just look down at a t-shirt that you have, and more than likely, if I could reach my t-shirt around here, I don't know if I can do that or not. It's a long way. Better yet, I'll just walk back here and look at one of these t-shirts here. So this right here, if you'll notice, is a single stitch as well. There's one line of stitching. But I think I have a double stitch. Here you go. See the 2 lines of stitching right there? Can you see that? So it's really just a way to show age. And these t-shirts back then were actually very thin. And it also is made in the USA. You can see that there. Made in the USA right there. Size small is the problem here. So small is rough because that's not going to fit very many people. And today's small is quite a bit larger than yesterday's small. So we got a couple of downsides, but there's 2 of them, which is awesome. And I didn't even haggle, which for me is hard to do, but I knew these were going to be pretty good. I don't know how good these are going to be actually. So I don't know if I've mentioned this earlier in the video or put it in there in a text or something, but the Orioles did not win the World Series in 1979. I believe the Pittsburgh Pirates did against the Orioles. And so as you have seen before, you know, sometimes they pre-make things. Well, apparently that's what they've done here. And maybe that's why these are in such great condition. I mean, they are just in great condition. This lady's had them for years and years. And so there's one listed that I saw, and it's listed for $750. We have 2 of them. Now, having said that, I don't think in a million years this shirt's going to sell for $750. I have not looked yet on WorthPoint. I haven't done any research on it. I've just talked to my buddy Sir Knockin, and he basically is along the same lines as me. But, you know, I might list it out there for a bunch. I might put it out there for like $400 and then come off of that number. Maybe, I don't know, it may be a $200 shirt, maybe a $100 shirt. Maybe a $50 shirt. I don't know. But my guess is, if I had to guess, this is at least a $100 shirt, even as a small. And I'm going to do some research. I could be wrong. But I'm going to market this to a Pirate fan, not to an Oriole fan. I'm going to market it to both, actually. And I don't know. I think it's a cool little piece of t-shirt history. I'd like to know a little bit more about it, so I'm going to. Some of you may be doing it right now, just to tell me I'm crazy. At any rate, let's look at some of the other stuff really quick. Let's start over here. By the way, it was nice to meet those pickers there right in front of us. And there's a gentleman, I don't know if I cut it out of the video or not, but he literally had this in his hands in front of me. And I was like, oh no, please put that down. And he did. So here we go. The Howling. I don't even remember what I paid for this. This is probably a $10 to $15 VHS. A new one, because at first there was some plastic on some of them. I'm like, is that thing new? And I'm like, no, not even close. But it is not a bad little, well, I don't know if the movie's any good. My guess is it isn't. I would never watch it, but it's going to make a little bit of money. I like picking those up. Right here, Olympus. This is a Zoom 200. This is a really, when you find the Olympus, you can almost feel if they're good or not. And that one is going to be pretty good. I got to clean it and test it. But if it cleans up nice and tests nice, it could be as much as a $40 camera. But I think pretty conservatively $30 plus shipping on that. 141 bumper stickers. I could sell them off in lots on eBay, maybe 10 for $10 or something like that. Or I could put them in my booth for like $1 a piece, maybe 50 cents a piece, probably 50 cents a piece, and sell them over time, which is probably what I'll do. I'm not going to make much money, but you know, I could very well, if I sold them off by tens, I mean, I could make, let's see, you're making say $5 a pop every 10. I mean, you could make $70 on this, maybe a little less. So maybe put them all together and make a quick 20. Who knows? Here's the prices on these. This is the big money maker. And I use what I call the jelly bean effect. If you've ever seen jelly beans in a jar and people, you know, guess the jelly beans, most people guess far, far under how many jelly beans there are. I didn't count. I never count. Well, if people are watching me, I never count. But I just gave a quick little count on the top of a few and just kind of calculated out in my mind how many might be in here. And then I made my offer based on that right there. I didn't think there'd be 100. I thought maybe somewhere like 75 or so, but there was 98 of these. You see, there's 98 of them. 48 of them are the bigger ones and 50 are the smaller ones. So here are some of the bigger ones. These will go for around probably 20. Some of the lowest end bigger ones are 15 plus shipping. The higher end bigger ones are like 25 plus shipping. And there's quite a few of those right here. I thought this one was cool. I didn't know they made cars like that. Turner would have, 2 years ago, this would have been like, I would have had, you know, I wouldn't have had to pay for Christmas. He'd be in heaven. And so there's some nice ones here. I'd say on average around $20 a piece for the bigger ones. Some of them more. This one's awesome. We've got multiples of this one. It should be around 20 if I remember correctly. But that one's awesome. I don't know. There are, like, this one I saw anywhere between like 20 and 50 for that one. These are 2007, so this is like first run stuff here. As far as I know, they're first run stuff. And I think the movie was out in maybe 2006. I have to look at that. If I'll keep it in here if I'm right. I'll edit it out if I'm wrong. So the smaller ones, the worst smaller ones may be $7, $8 plus shipping. And there's not a ton of them. The best smaller ones could be like 15, 20 maybe. At the very best. Like this one's pretty cool. You know, it's probably $10 plus shipping on that. Probably $10 plus shipping on that. I think the average selling price for the smaller ones will be around 10. I'm just going to do a I already did it, but the calculation I did here is the average selling price around $15. I think that's fairly conservative because these aren't going to go down in value. These are going to go up over time because they're first run, they're in the package. And as the people who loved cars, my boy loved cars, Bubba, my oldest, and he's in college now. Well, when they get to be making money and, you know, they start having their own kids here in a few years, hopefully, Bubba, if you're listening, more than a few years, although your mom would probably say sooner. I think that these things are only going to go up. There's a lot of fakes coming from China, but these are in the package, provable, you know, real deal. And you can market them that way. I think 15 is a low estimate. $1,470 minus $220 what we paid. That's $1,250 minus fees, which is, you know, I don't know exactly what, but it's pretty conservative here. I think we're making $1,100 on this. Well, no, I guess not. I'm making a little less than that. Making over $1,000 because you got to take out fees. So we'll say $1,000 plus on this on the low end. I think that's a fairly safe estimate. That's a lot of work for $1,000. I mean, let's take, you know, it's not going to take 3 or 4 days, but it's a full day and a half's worth of work, I think, as far as listing and doing the packaging. But there's no cleaning or testing. So pretty happy with that. I think if these are terrific, like out of this world, could be a $2,000 day. My guess is it's probably going to be around a $1,500 day when we get all of this stuff sold. Actually, the day itself will probably be more like $3,000 because we found some other awesome stuff. I just want to say thanks for joining us again. I've got to get to work here because I have to go to Blue Ridge Mama because it's almost time to buy Christmas presents for people, or it already is time to buy Christmas presents for people. And this is the perfect kind of stuff that'll sell like crazy. If you want to see what we're selling this stuff for, see if my predictions are accurate, come on over to the Commonwealth Flipper channel. Check us out over here. We appreciate you joining us as always, and we can't wait to see you next time.